We have a wooden camera here, and Holly Rusk is going to tell several new products that they just released today, especially for the Canon C200.
All right, thank you very much. All right, cool. So as he said, I'm Holly, and I'm from Wooden Camera. And at Wooden Camera, we specialize in professional camera, digital camera accessories and support systems for filmmaking out in the field. We manufacture innovative solutions for pretty much every digital camera on the market right now, from the 5D Mark IV to the Alexa Mini, the Red Weapon, and even the new C200. And since we are here at Canon talking about the C200, I'm mostly going to focus on brand new accessories that we have for the C200, starting with our new top plate. So if you're familiar with our older C-Series top plates, this one's a little bit longer just to fit the body of the new C200 a lot better. An array of 1/4-20 and 3/8-16 mounting holes, as well as a few airy accessory mounts as well. Now, this, you probably can't tell from here, but there are indicators too if you wanted to continue to use the C200 handle as well. You just natively mount it right there and you're good to go. Additionally, with the C200, if you don't want to give up your LCD unit, what you can do is use this bracket right here to mount the L bracket and the monitor straight on there. So again, don't have to give anything up if you wanted to cross over some Canon accessories onto this new top plate. The cool thing about this bracket as well is it'll mount onto all of our NATO handles as well right here. So if you wanted a quick release handle onto the top plate with your C200, you could incorporate your LCD unit onto that as well. With the C200 as well, we have the unified base plate system. So this is similar to our regular unified base plate system, but this one is specific to the C200 and the C700 actually. It's an all-in-one system, quick release based, toolless design, comes in 3 parts, even though it looks kind of like a block right now, but obviously it will incorporate 15mm rods, and it will mount to any tripod plate. And then if you wanted to mount it onto a dovetail system, you could just slide this shim out, and then you'd be able to slide it onto a dovetail or a VCT system like this right here. If you wanted to do a run and gun style setup without the use of rods, you can eliminate the bottom portion entirely by just loosening this thumb screw, sliding the camera, imagine the camera up here, back and up, like that. So, you know, run and gun style system. This is an Arca Swiss design right here. So if you have a plate with an Arca Swiss design, you can strap that right onto there. I did mention the C700, and like the C200, we have a top plate for that as well. So obviously a little bit beefier. But like the C200 top plate, it does have indicator marks if you wanted to continue to use the C700 top plate, the microphone mount, and the EVF. And it even has indicator points if you wanted to use an airy handle as well. So we try to incorporate a lot of different other accessories into this top plate if you wanted to kind of cross-contaminate in a sense. So I wanted to move over to our new master top handle. So this is obviously very beefy if you're using a lot heavier camera setup. We also use this for the red cameras, the new DSM-C2 cameras, but it'll fit natively onto the new C200 top plate. If you just remove this extension bracket right here, it'll mount right like so in 2 places, making it extra secure. The whole unit comes in individual pieces, which you can purchase separately, but as a full kit, it comes with this middle portion right here that mounts directly to the top plate, and 3 extension pieces, the small, the medium, the large, and then an extra bend piece. So basically, if you put it all together, like so, the whole master top handle can extend over the lens and then out the back and behind the battery. So it'll give you a lot of extra clearance for the battery. It's a very simple system. We try to make things relatively toolless once it's already set up. So, and even to assemble it, it's very simple, but it's also very secure. So, just to add an extra piece, what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it like so, twist it clockwise, give it a little extra budge, and then tighten it right here. So basically, with this locking mechanism, even if this little piece just happens to get loose, it's not going to come out at all. So if you have a really big setup with a lot of moving pieces that's just incredibly large, you can totally rely on this master top handle to provide you the utmost support. All right, moving on to, I just wanted to highlight really quickly even though this is a C500 setup, you can still use a setup like this with your C100 and your C300. But what I mostly want to focus on with this setup is our hand grip relocator right here. Now, obviously, it's kind of, the name speaks for itself. It does relocate the Canon C series grip away from the camera, and it does include an extension cable that will go right into the camera. So it's about 20 inches right here. And it does pass through all the information back to the camera. The cool thing is it does have an airy rosette mount, so you can attach it to any of our rosette extension arms, even our gimbal battery bracket, and something new that we have come out with is this new pan bar to rosette mount. So if you prefer using controlling your camera from the tripod handle, you can mount this directly to the handle. You have a rosette mount. You can put the relocator on there and your grip. Get the extension up and out into the body and you're good to go. Now, with the C200, what is super awesome about the C200 is that the grip actually has a native rosette mount, an ARRI standard rosette mount already integrated. So you can bypass this relocator and just use our brand new, just released this today, extension cable, 20 inches. It goes straight into the connector of the grip for the C200, straight into the camera body, so you can still relocate the whole grip away from the camera body for a really comfortable setup. All right, last but not least, because I know a lot of people here have used or own a DSLR, I wanted to I wanted to touch upon our new unified DSLR system. So this cage is kind of an upgrade to our original, and it's a quick release, height adjustable system that can incorporate what we have right now is the 5D Mark III, but it's basically compatible with all of the 5D cameras, as well as the Canon 6D and the 7D, this cage in particular. So this is the medium cage, but we also have a small cage and a large cage. It includes the handle, and the handle you can actually reposition the handle to the front right here if you need it front facing, so that if you wanted to add an XLR module, you can slide that right in there and give you enough clearance for all of that. The base actually has a Manfrotto's quick release dovetail, so you can put actually the whole camera cage right into some of the Manfrotto tripod heads. And then if you wanted 15mm rods, you just add this base plate right here, which again is also height adjustable to make sure that you're at the right height for like a matte box or a follow focus unit. And yeah, it's very modular along with a lot of our other systems as well. But basically what you see here is just a small portion of the many accessories that we do offer for a lot of different cameras, not just Canon, even though we are at Canon today. Wanted to highlight some Canon cameras. But yeah, I mean, we do have a store literally down the street on Olive, and we do build outs all the time. So if you want to come in with your camera and just rig it out in whichever way that works best for you, we could totally do that. If you have some accessories from ARRI or from Canon that you also want to integrate into your camera system, we always find a way to do that. And our systems are very reliable. So we try to tailor to whatever your desires are with the accessories that you have. And we're always happy to help you out when you come into the store. And everything's available online as well. So yeah, thank you very much.
And I should say, 10% discount for DCS members.